Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee with the Pastors. I'm already out of coffee this morning. Ooh, you got a sip. No sharing drinks. Now she doesn't. Audrey and I were reflecting here recently about a practice my family adopted a few years ago when we go on family vacations. So, in my family, there are 6 of us, and 4 of them are pastors, including Audrey and I, and my dad, my brother. So, my mom and sister in law are the only non pastors in the bunch. So, you can imagine that it's a common thing for church to come up when we go on vacation. However, talking about church and some of the issues that we're dealing with are not always the most vacationing, relaxing kind of conversations. So we introduced this ritual when if someone brings up church, they get a yellow card. And the yellow card started off actually as being a legitimate yellow piece of paper, but on the piece of paper is a question, which is really just a conversation starter question. What was
diversion.
The best? Yeah, a diversion. What was the best meal you've had in the last year? If you had your $1 million, what would you do with it? Those kind of things. So the yellow card isn't so much a punishment or a warning. Well, it is a warning a little bit, but it's a diversion of conversation.
But if you got 2 yellow cards in a short period of time, then you got a red card, and that was an embarrassing question.
Yeah, but we suffered together.
That's right.
In that, if you got the
round
red
robin.
card, everybody had to answer that question. So it was just
it was fun.
A fun way to get our minds off of some of those things. I imagine right now that a lot of you are probably experiencing something similar, but not necessarily talking about church, but talking about the coronavirus and the overwhelming nature of that on all kinds of systems. And you can't, for most of us, we can't live in that world all the time. It's too overwhelming, and there are other things that we need to tend to. We need to tend to our kids, our parents, work that needs to be done either for our jobs or around the house. All kinds of things that we can't always live in that one space.
So we're figuring there's probably many of you that are in close quarters as a family and maybe not used to being in close quarters all the time. Maybe you're sharing workspace with your spouse during the day. And we normally do. But maybe you need a little encouragement to enjoy each other's company again. So our jokes this morning are going to be a little different. We have found some really amazing Christian pickup lines. So we have written them down on slips of paper, and we're going to read them to each other, try not to laugh, and encourage you if you need these to, check in with your spouse and talk about something else. Feel free to use these.
I have not read these. Audrey picked all of them, so I'll let her go first.
Okay. Ready?
Are you going to look at me?
Yes. I'm not going to be able to not laugh. You are so unblemished, I would sacrifice you.
Why? Oh, gosh. Let me check your tag. Yep, just as I thought. Made in heaven.
Nah.
God, I'm not being sacrificed. Gosh.
You put the stud in Bible study.
Oh, gosh. How many times do I need to walk around you to make you fall for me? Oh, Jericho.
Uh-huh,
Okay,
uh-huh.
I get it.
Okay, this is my last one. Oh, I'm so glad I got this one. You know what the temple veil and I have in common? We're both ripped.
Yeah, you are. Baby, you're just like water, except Jesus turned you into fire.
No!
What?
Fine!
Fine. Fire?
Fine, because it rhymes with wine.
Oh.
You want to try that again?
Baby, you're just like water, except Jesus turned you into fine. Okay, I get it. That one's just,
That is such a lame one to end on!
that's the way it is.
Well, there's that.
Find some time to laugh today, folks.
That's right, and enjoy your time and space together.